All right, here we go. Thank you for joining us. We are going to be, because we finally got all the cards to complete our raid battle deck, we're going to be walking through a raid battle with the Pokemon TCG. So this is described in the Pokemon TCG Alternative Play Handbook. You can find the link for that in the description of this live stream, and you can also just search Pokemon Alternative Play Handbook and you will find it. So a raid battle is a special type of battle where you usually use oversized cards like the jumbo Pokemon V Union cards, but there's lots of other oversized promos. And multiple players, 1 to 5 players, battle against the raid Pokemon and the raid deck together in order to try to win. So what that looks like, ultimately the goal is that as you place damage on the raid Pokemon, that allows you to put cards from the raid deck into the lost zone. And your goal is to lost zone all of the raid deck, the entire raid deck. The players will be attacked by the raid Pokemon. When the raid Pokemon attacks, it attacks all players simultaneously. And as your Pokemon are knocked out, you have to take prizes. And once you have to take prizes and cannot anymore, can't take enough prizes to satisfy the knockout, you are out of the game. So Katie and I are probably going to get whooped because, as you'll see, there are a few different rules related to raid battles. So if you really want to go deep into this format, you can build, you would have to build decks specifically for it. But we'll kind of explain some of that as we go. But here's the basics, okay? So you need a 60 card raid deck made up of only energy and trainers, and then 1 raid Pokemon. Again, you can find this described in the Pokemon TCG Alternative Play Handbook. Otherwise, you need 2 decks. Katie and I, to try to have somewhat of a fighting chance, we're going to use 2 2019 World Championship decks. Katie will have Kea Licklightner's Firebox, and I will have Henry Brand's Perfection. So we'll see if we can make something happen. The important to note that the players cannot lose via deck out or having no Pokemon in play. If a player has no Pokemon in play at the end of all the players' turns, and they would take any amount of damage from the raid Pokemon, they have to draw a prize as if a single prize Pokemon was knocked out. So that is the penalty there. Alright, ready?
Here we go.
Alright, so no coin flip. There's no turn 1 restriction. You can evolve, attack, and play supporters on the first turn as the players. Otherwise, we're going to set up like normal.
Okay.
So right off the bat, I have a custom catcher, which was a type of gust during 2019, and gust does not help you in a raid battle.
No.
So that would automatically be a type of card that you would remove from your decks if you were trying to
form a deck
specifically for raid
raids.
battles.
Yeah.
Okay. I also actually I have a mulligan. I don't even know why I'm setting out prizes.
Well,
silly me. I was sitting here thinking the raid deck does not draw extra cards for mulligans, so that's good to note. I'm sitting here thinking, like, oh, I have a way to get to a Pokemon, but you do have to have a Pokemon to start. You still mulligan, even though you can be without an active Pokemon later in the game.
Yeah, you have to start with one.
You don't have to flip it. You can flip it
Oh,
over.
right. It
'Cause
doesn't have
we're
to be a
working
secret. It doesn't
together.
have to be a secret from you.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Well, and honestly, in this format, like, you're gonna take knockouts,
Mhm.
so when you're not prepared to attack, you want to take...
As few prizes as possible.
Yeah, you want to take as few prizes as possible. Okay, well, that's a great start. Okay. Well, that's fine. I will just try to set up behind that. Okay? Now I'll set out prizes. We can put a few extra prizes in here, right?
8 prize game?
Okay, so we go like normal, and we play at the same time.
Right.
So I'm gonna
So we both draw.
Wait, I don't really want to do that.
Okay. I have...
I'm gonna play Cherish Ball.
I was just gonna say, I drew 2 Cherish Ball.
Okay, so you should play those to try to get to your Reshizards.
Okay. So I'm gonna play them both.
I don't think I have any good way to get to...
The other one must be in my prizes.
What? There's more than 2 in that deck.
There's more than 2 in the deck?
Yeah.
Okay, then the other ones must be in my prizes.
Oh boy.
Well, crap. Okay, I have Heatran GX.
What, is your hand useful? Because the other thing you could do would be to get Dedenne. Oh, you actually have a weld. Oh, you have 2 welder?
2 welder.
Nice. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Yeah. Remind me what Heat Factory does?
Heat Factory, if you discard a fire energy, draw 3 cards. Once during each player's turn, that player may discard a fire energy card from their hand. If they do, draw 3 cards. Oh, okay. The rest of that is just nothing can affect this stadium except stadium.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so I have...
Okay, so that, yeah, we don't really need that right now. Yeah, I would get the
Heatran. I do have at least 3 Dedenne in here.
Yeah, I'd probably grab a Dedenne for future turns.
Okay. Alright.
But I wouldn't play it yet, because you just get to put it into your hand, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm going to play, so since you have 2 welders, so another rule is that you, between all the players, you can play as many supporters as you have players. And the effects of those players can be played on any player.
The effect of the card.
The effect of those supporters can be on any player. So Katie has 2 welder, which means she can play 1 on me and 1 on her, which would allow us to get set up. And that's fine. We haven't broken any rules because we're allowed to play 2 supporters since there are 2 players. So I'm going to play Giant Hearth as the stadium. I'll flip it like that. And that says, once during each player's turn, that player may discard a card from their hand. If they do, that player searches their deck for up to 2 fire energy cards and reveals them and puts them into their hand. Then that player shuffles their deck. Okay, so I'm going to discard Custom Catcher because that's useless.
Would I do a skateboard?
You actually want a skateboard because you could potentially attack this turn.
True. Okay.
You would... What do you have? Oh. Those are all kind of good, but Giant Hearth is the most useful, so...
Yeah, Giant Hearth is really useful.
I would discard the Heat Factory.
Okay. And that goes into the Lost Zone.
No. Ours just get discarded like normal. Only the raid deck goes into the Lost Zone.
Okay, but mine's
I'm sorry.
This is a
Right. Yes.
special one.
Yes. I thought you were just
does
saying.
that go away? I was really confused.
Yeah, you can just create a Lost Zone. Speaking of which, we actually need GX markers. Oh, gee, when was the last time we used those?
It's been a minute. Okay. These are all V-stars.
Yeah, well, we're just going to have to use V-star markers, so just make a Lost Zone there.
Okay.
And we'll use
Lost Zone. There's
this fancy red V-star marker will be the Lost Zone for the raid boss.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, did I actually pull out 2 fire energy? No, I have not done that yet. Okay.
Okay. So I am also doing the same.
Yep.
1, 2. Oh, that was easy.
Oops.
Okay.
So we'll use the V-star markers as our GX markers.
Yes.
I do not know where our GX markers are.
Yeah, and there's probably some in this bag over here, but...
Yeah. Obviously we have some.
Yeah, we have several. I just...
haven't needed them for a while. Yeah. Okay, so that was the effect of Giant Hearth.
Yes.
So then... can you play Welder on both of us?
Yes, Welder for you.
Alright, which is attach to...
attach up to 2 fire energy cards from your hand to one of your Pokemon. If you do, draw 3 cards. Alright. I forgot to put him down. That was almost bad.
Here, I actually drew a Welder, so you don't have to play...
I don't have to play them.
So I can play the other one on you.
Okay.
So that way we have an even number.
Right.
Rather than you using up 2 and me only still having all 4.
Yeah. Okay. So I am attaching 2 with Welder. Draw 3 cards.
I'm going to do my regular energy attachment.
3. Okay. Me 2.
Okay, I'm going to play Acrobike. Look at the top 2. Discard 1. Play Acrobike again. Top 2. Discard 1. Well, I'm not ready to attack yet, and Marshadow is probably going to get knocked out, so discard switch. I will play Pokegear 3.0. Look at the top 7 and take a supporter card.
Okay.
Okay, I will take Welder.
Alright. I don't know that I'm ready to switch out yet. Outrage only does 30 base damage. It does 10 more for each damage counter on this
What
Pokemon.
does Double Blaze GX do?
I was getting there.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It does 200 base. If this Pokemon has at least 3 extra fire energy attached to it, in addition to this attack... In addition to this attack's cost, this attack does 100 more damage, and this attack's damage isn't affected by any effects on your opponent's active Pokemon. So
that's probably good.
Do it to 300. But I don't have a way to get 3 more energy on here.
Not this turn.
Yeah, like I said, this turn. So, I think I have a mosquito bite on my arm.
Well, that's what happens when you go outside.
It's true. Okay.
These are really neither of the Pokemon that I want to...
Yeah, I don't want to play Dedenne yet.
See, the tricky thing about Mewtwo and Mew GX is you have to get Pokemon into the discard pile to be able to copy their attacks.
Right.
Alright.
Yeah. I have Switch and a skateboard in my hand, so those are both obviously useful.
What does Fiery Flint do?
Play this card only if you discard 2 other cards from your hand. Search your deck for up to 4 fire energy cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, shuffle your deck.
Okay, I don't feel like you really need that because we have Giant Hearth.
Yeah.
Although we'll see if Giant Hearth gets bumped, which is always possible.
Which is definitely possible.
Okay. I think we have to pass.
Oh, wait, hold on. I did not do this. I did not use Stellar Wish.
Oh.
I mean, I don't know.
You can. Doesn't it only pull supporters?
It pulls a trainer.
A trainer.
Reveal a trainer.
If you do, this Pokemon is now asleep.
Yeah. You want me to do it?
I mean, I feel like we're not really going to get anything. Okay. Alright, so that was our first turn.
Mm-hmm.
And even though we could have attacked, we weren't really in a position to, so now we're going to pass to the raid deck. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. The raid deck draws and resolves a number of cards equal to the number of players plus 1. So we have 2 players, plus 1 is 3. 3 cards. However, if any cards the raid deck draws cause it to draw more cards, those cards are also resolved and do not count against the total of 3.
Right.
So, card number 1, Crushing Hammer. Flip a coin if heads, discard an energy from one of your opponent's Pokemon. Oh boy. Oh darn, it's not limited to the active. Okay. The raid deck can resolve multiple supporters per turn.
Yep.
Heads.
Okay.
We each have to discard an
We
energy.
each have to?
Yeah, it affects both of us.
Okay.
Okay, so that goes into the discard pile, which we will put over here.
Yeah, just put right there.
Because we need room to attach energy.
Right.
Alright, that was card number 1. Card number 2, Pokegear 3.0. Look at the top 7 and pick a trainer, or a supporter. And we're going to have to shuffle this. Alright, what supporter do we want to give it? We get to pick. Oh crap, the only option is Gordy. Okay, so that was card number 2. Now, Gordy was drawn as a result of Pokegear 3.0.
Yes. So it does not count as the 3rd card.
Yeah, probably that's the way we should play it.
That's how we played it in AIC.
Well, I definitely know that's the case with things like Hop, draw 3 cards. But Pokegear's language is just weird because you're not like technically drawing. You're taking one of the 7 and putting it into your hand.
Right. So then if you're not drawing a card, you're definitely not fulfilling the
Yeah, I mean,
3.
It probably doesn't count against the 3. It's just going to suck.
I would understand it not to count.
Yeah. Okay, so can you read it while I'm shuffling?
Sorry. Gordy, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. You may reveal any number of energy cards you find there and put them into your hand. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck.
Alright, go ahead and discard it.
Right.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Any type of energy can be used in the raid boss deck because you count all of the raid boss's attacks costs as colorless. So let's see if there are any. There's only one, thankfully.
Yay!
Alright. When the raid boss attacks, you randomly select one of its attacks that it can fulfill with the amount of energy attached. And then it discards energy equal to the energy cost of that attack. Anytime the raid deck is exhausted, you reshuffle the discard pile to form a new raid deck.
Yeah,
so you
back
just
into the
keep
hand.
cycling over and over and over again until
all of the
cards are in the
lost
lost zone, or the players have lost.
Right.
Oops. Alright. Card number 3. The last card. Crushing Hammer. Tails.
Yay!
Alright, dodged a bullet there. Okay, so now the raid boss will attack. The only attack it can do is Union Gain. Attach up to 2 energy cards from your discard pile to this Pokemon. There are none in the discard pile.
Correct.
So there we go.
Yay!
Alright, there is something described in the rulebook as the struggle rule that if the raid boss can't attack for 2 turns in a row, it starts using attacks randomly. If it still can't attack on the 3rd turn, you can do some variations on that depending on how difficult you want to play. We're not doing anything to make the difficulty any harder than it needs to be because it's already hard and we don't have raid specific decks.
Correct.
All right, so now it's back to our
draw.
And another important thing to note is that the raid boss always recovers from special conditions before its turn begins, so you can't paralyze it or do anything like that.
Right.
You also can't prevent its damage, but you can reduce its damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, ready? So I drew my card.
Yeah,
I drew a Dedenne GX.
I drew another Jirachi.
Okay.
Oh man, sorry.
Alright, I'm going to discard Solgaleo GX with the effect of Giant Hearth.
Okay.
To get 2 fire energy cards.
Alright. I am feeling like I should discard Jirachi.
Yeah, I mean, Jirachi doesn't really add a lot of benefit in this particular matchup.
And I only have 1 energy in my hand, so I need something. 1, 2.
Okay. So now I'm going to play Welder on myself to attach 2 and draw 3.
Okay. Alright, I am going to do the same. Attach 2.
Cherish Ball.
1, 2, and 3. Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm going to manually attach them up to 5.
Okay. I have not manually attached yet. I'm going to play Mysterious. So I played Cherish Ball to get my Reshizard. I'm going to play Mysterious Treasure to discard Reshizard.
Okay.
And search my deck for a Psychic or Dragon Pokemon.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't have any way to attach another energy this turn. It's not useful right now. And I could do 230 damage this turn. We switched out with Jirachi.
Oop. I just dropped my whole golden deck. Yeah, and I could too. I'm also at the point where I can use Flare Strike.
Grand.
But I need a way to switch.
Okay, I got you. I have a skateboard.
And you can't play. You can only play supporters on other people's lanes.
Oh, you can't play items on other people's lanes?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry, never mind. Well, I can switch. Sorry.
I actually don't remember what else was in my deck. But I still haven't manually attached. So here I can play Fire Crystal, put 3 fire energy cards from your discard pile into your hand.
Okay, great.
To get that.
Yep.
You played a welder, right?
Yes, I played a welder and manually attached.
Okay, good. Alright, so I'm going to attach and retreat.
Okay.
And you're going to retreat?
Yes.
With a skateboard?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, ready?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to use Perfection. This Pokemon can use the attacks of any Pokemon GX or Pokemon EX on your bench or in your discard pile. Oh, or in your on your bench or in your discard pile? Why was I thinking it was only in the discard pile? I definitely would put Reshizard on the bench then.
Sorry, little buddy.
That's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What could possibly be wrong?
That's funny.
Okay. So I'm going to copy with Perfection. I'm going to use Flare Strike for 230, and I think you're also going to use Flare Strike for 230. So that is a total of 460.
Which you guys might be thinking, oh yay, you guys beat him. No, we didn't.
It's not over yet.
It's not over.
Alright, so now we go through Pokemon Checkup. Nothing else happens. Raid Boss's turn. Time to resolve 3 cards. Gust of Wind. Okay.
Does that...
We get to pick. It affects both of us.
Right. I only have one. So.
I guess I'm going to switch to this because I really don't want to retreat anymore. If I can avoid it.
Yeah.
Okay. That was card 1. Card 2, Lily. Oh no.
Oh no.
Draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. If it's your first turn, draw until you have 8 cards in your hand. Okay, so now we have to resolve 6 cards just for Lily.
Just for Lily. Yep.
Erica, you may draw up to 3 cards, then your opponent may draw up to 3 cards. Okay, so hang on. Now we're...
Okay, so
well, we can draw...
Yeah, let us draw, because we can't do anything.
2, 3.
Okay, good.
Alright, now we have to draw 3 cards for Erica.
3 for Erica.
1, Pokegear. I'm gonna shuffle that.
Yep.
Well, I guess you can wait a second.
Okay.
We'll make it play Fisherman.
Okay.
Off of the Pokegear, which does nothing.
Which does nothing.
Ha ha ha.
Alright. Oh, sorry. Give me the...
Yeah. Oh, man. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. This is where this can really cascade out of control quite quickly.
Insane. These cards are so slippery. Alright. That was 1.
Yeah, 1 for Erica. And Erica is only the first card off of Lily.
Yep.
Okay, Ear Ringing Bell. If the Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon and is damaged by an opponent's attack, even if that Pokemon is knocked out, the attacking Pokemon is now confused. So.
Alright, so that gets attached.
Yep. So it has actually we have a little more room over there. Okay.
So that was 2 for Erica.
3
for Erica. Okay, number 2 for Lily.
Yep. So that
that goes over here.
Number 1 there.
Number
Energy.
2.
3. Yep. Okay. That discards that.
Yep.
So Lucky Helmet. Whenever the Pokemon this card is attached to is your active Pokemon and is damaged by an opponent's attack, draw 2 cards. Okay. 1, 2. That was 3. 4. Oh no. Each player either draws or discards cards until he or she has 5 cards in his or her hand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Crap. Okay. I need to keep those. It's 5 cards in my hand.
Yep, until you have 5.
Okay. 2, 3. Alright. I should keep Heatran.
I don't know.
Okay.
You don't need
Giant Hearth.
You don't need Fiery Flood if you have Giant Hearth.
Okay. I'm keeping these 3.
Oh, okay. So you need to pick 2 to keep.
Yes, I keep picking 2 of these. Sorry.
Woof.
Yeah.
Heatran and Divine.
Okay, cool.
Now the raid boss draws 5. Draws or discards until he has 5.
Draws or discards. Missed that. Oh my gosh.
Max Potion. Heal all damage from one of your Pokemon. If you do, discard all energy from that Pokemon.
No!
Yep. All energy gone.
Oh, man.
Oh, boy.
Uh,
That was number 1 here. 2, another Lucky Helmet. Just discard it.
Yep.
3, Lily. 1, Team Yelgant. Put an energy attached to one of your opponent's Pokemon into their hand. Team Yelgrunt. Path to the Peak.
That's yours.
Mine, yep. Did you keep your Giant Heart?
No, honey, I got rid of that.
Okay, great. 4, Energy. 5, Gordy.
7, it's energy.
Yep.
This is more painful than I remember it being.
Oh, it's very painful.
Oh my gosh.
I don't even remember. Okay, so now I don't even remember. At this point, I don't even remember what. Like, I don't remember which card Lily was of the three. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've got this whole cascade now.
Oh.
I don't know how you're going to figure it out. We got gusted this turn.
Yeah.
I think Lily was the third card.
I think it was.
Okay. Alright, so we just have to resolve this chain. Although I don't have a marker on Erica, so I don't remember what card Q was for Erica.
3.
No, that's for Hugh.
Oh,
I don't know how many were on for Erica.
Oh, gee.
There's another energy.
Wait. Is that the only Erica that is there?
Yeah, that's the only Erica. Right, so we finally resolved that Lily. Now we're up to 4 on Hugh. Poke gear.
Oh boy.
Ha! Team Flare Grunt. Discard an energy attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. There are none.
Yeah.
It's going swimmingly.
Yes. We're just fine over here. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Oops.
Yeah, leave that card down there.
Yeah. It's in the lost zone. It's actually lost. Okay. 5. The last card for Hugh is an energy. 5.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. I don't remember how many cards we were on for Erica. We're gonna say that was 2.
Yeah,
or maybe that was 1.
No, I think that was the second one.
Alright, we're gonna go 3. Lady. Search your deck for up to 4 basic energy cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. Which means all of these
all
get
of those
attached.
get attached. Yep.
Excuse me.
Because the raid boss does not actually have an active hand.
Correct. The raid boss never has a hand. Which is also why, right, so we finally resolved that. It's also why some people who do play this hardcore will tell you that the best Pokemon to use against raid bosses are the ones that do more damage based on the number of energy they have attached.
Yeah. Yeah, I can definitely see that. Alright.
Okay. Here we go.
What? Oh, doesn't he attack?
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Why does it get to attack? Okay, so it can use any of its attacks.
That has 4 different ones.
So we'll just roll 1, 2, 3, 4, and if we get a 5 or 6, we reroll.
Okay.
It's the easiest way to do it.
Yep, that's fine. Reroll.
3. 1, 2, 3. 150. During your opponent's next turn, they can't play any item cards from their hand.
Okay.
He's knocked out. You take a prize card.
Yeah.
And then promote a new active Pokemon.
Yep. Okay. Alright, draw for turn. Oh, hey. I drew Giant Hearth.
Great.
Okay. So, I can't play any item cards.
You don't happen to have more than one welder, do you?
I unfortunately do not. But I might draw one off of
Your first welder. Yeah.
Playing it.
Yeah, so obviously you need cards. For another thing for this format, you need cards that let you recycle cards. So you need like Pal Pad and things like that.
Playing welder. Oh, sorry.
3, honey. You draw 3 off of welder.
Sorry. I was stuck on 2. Still sorry, it's a Pal Pad.
Oh, that's a good thing. Play Pal Pad and put 2 welder pads. You can't play item cards. Okay. It will be a good thing.
But I can play my put my
you
6th
can attach
energy.
your 6th energy, yeah.
Here, I'm gonna put this way. I know it's not technically supposed to be that way, but
It
I'm gonna put
doesn't
it that
matter.
way. Okay.
The lost zone doesn't really. Technically, the lost zone is above your prizes, but we don't have enough room
Yeah,
for
we don't have enough room.
all of that.
Okay. I did draw Vulpix, and I still have Heatran GX in my hand. Should I put either of those onto the bench?
No, Vulpix is useless. It's only there for gusting.
Right.
And gusting doesn't help us here.
Right.
Heatran can go on the bench, sure.
Okay.
Although that just potentially means it'll get gusted.
Yeah.
Pikachu V Union cannot one-shot Reshizard.
Right.
So it might be best actually to wait until you're ready to put energy on Heatran GX.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I can't play items either,
right.
and I have a bunch of energy, but I'm not going to be able to retreat, so I should not have promoted Mewtwo and Mew GX. I should have promoted Marshadow and just let it get knocked out.
Yeah.
That was dumb on my part. You live and learn.
Yep.
Okay, I can't do anything else.
Alright.
So you're going to attack?
So I'm going to attack. I feel like I should use Double Blaze GX.
Sure.
Okay. Double Blaze GX, 200 plus. If this Pokemon has at least 3 extra fire energy cards attached to it in addition to this attack's cost, this attack does 100 more damage.
For a total of 300.
For a total of 300, yep. What does Lucky Helmet do?
It's going to draw 2 cards and resolve them right now.
Okay.
Before its turn starts.
Great.
So, Avery, draw 3 cards.
Oh, gosh. Okay. So
if you drew any cards in this way, your opponent discards Pokemon from their bench until they have 3. We're fine with that. So here's card number 1 from Avery, Potown. Whenever any player plays a Pokemon from their hand to evolve one of their Pokemon during their turn, put 3 damage counters on that Pokemon. That's not a problem for us. Okay, card number 2 for Avery, Ear Ringing Bell.
Okay, how many does it draw from this?
2.
Okay.
And this is card number 1.
That's card number 1. Yeah. Here.
Card number 3 is an energy. Oh, it was supposed to discard 3 energy last turn after it used
right. After it used that attack.
Put those under the Lucky Helmet, please. Okay, that was card number 3 for Avery, so you can put Avery under the Lucky Helmet. Now card number 2 for Lucky Helmet is Hugh. Each player draws or discards until they have 5 cards remaining.
5, 6, 7. Okay, so I should discard Vulpix. And Pokemon Communication? Or Switch? I need Pal Pad.
You definitely need Pal Pad. I don't need Switch.
I need one more.
Well, unless you get gusted. There's definitely gust in this deck. But you don't have anything on your bench.
Correct.
So you don't need Switch.
Okay. Alright, there's that. Okay, this is done, right?
Yep. But
yeah, I know.
Card number 1 for Hugh.
I just wanted to get rid of that.
Gordy.
Oh my gosh.
someday, if there's any damage left on.
And it will be marvelous and beautiful.
Especially if Max Potion ends up in there.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Okay. Oh. Have to put it back. I know it's not flat, but it's a little bit better.
Alright. Crushing Hammer. It's card number 2. Heads.
Oh, I used my GX attack.
Yeah, just flip your marker over. Card number 3. Team Flare Grunt. Does affect you.
What do I do?
Discard an energy attached to your active Pokemon.
Okay.
Lucky Helmet. Card number 5 is another energy. Okay, finally resolved that.
Okay.
And all that was just Lucky Helmet. So
Yes,
now
so
we
now-
actually go to the raid boss's turn.
Yes. Yes.
Card number 1. Avery. Draw 3 cards. Card number 1 for Avery. Path to the Peak. That's super bad for me. Card number 2 for Avery. Gust of Wind.
Does not affect me.
Correct. Card number 3 for Avery. And Avery is card number 1. I need to mark that.
Yeah, here.
I got it. Gust of Wind. Guess I'll do that.
That's...
Oh, I know. I don't want to take the free knockout. It can't one-shot.
It can't one-shot you. Right. Yes.
Okay. That resolves Avery.
Yay!
Card number 2.
Yeah, just...
Pokegear. There are only 7 cards left. Ha! We'll make it do Lady. And there are no energy cards left.
Yes.
That resolves that. Card number 3. Shuffle this. Avery. Alright, card number 1 off of Avery. Fisherman. Are there any basic energy cards in there?
There should be 3. 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Are there any more? So we have to put up to 4 of them into the hand.
I think that's the... because it's... Oh, yeah, here we go. Up to 4.
Okay. Card number 2 off of Avery. Crushing Hammer. Tails.
Okay.
Card number 3 off of Avery. Oops, almost drew off the bottom for no reason. Lady, which does nothing.
Right.
Because there are no cards left. Okay, so that resolves that, and now it attacks. So
Does it attack first, then take damage?
it attacks first, then takes damage. Yes.
Oh.
Then the damage is lost zone. That's what you
right.
mean.
Yeah.
Then we lost zone cards.
Yes.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 250.
Huh. Stinkers.
I don't even have that many.
Oh, here. Okay. Great. Okay.
Now, finally,
Yes.
we have 300 damage on the raid boss.
Yes.
That 300 damage is... Well, the way it works is you take the number of players, and for every number of damage counters equal to the number of players. So 2 players, 2 damage counters. So out of 300 damage, that's 15 groups of 2 damage counters. For each of those groups, it's called a full contribution. For each full contribution, which is a number of damage counters equal to the number of players, you get to Lost Zone 1 card. So we get to Lost Zone 15 cards from the raid deck. So you'll have to definitely shuffle that.
Yeah.
But the first 2 that we're going to Lost Zone are a Poe Town and a Gust of Wind.
Okay, so that's 2.
Yep, 2. What do you have in your hand? We need a game plan for next turn.
Yeah. But, I mean, I need to use PowPad. Right, because I'm allowed to do that. So you didn't use Disconnect.
Right.
I need to use that to put Welder back in.
Yeah, this is rough.
It's
This is
so
a
rough.
tough format.
Yeah.
We may have to think about ways that we can nerf it to make it easier.
Right. More
for
playable.
When we have decks that are not specifically built for raid bosses.
Right.
I can definitely imagine decks that are built really well for this.
Oh, yeah.
But these are not them.
No,
okay.
These are just really strong decks.
Okay, so that was 2. 3, 4, 5.
Yes!
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
All right.
Good job.
All of these cards get to go right here.
And honestly, we haven't really had knockouts yet. Like, we have not been knocked out yet, which is good.
I've taken 1 prize for my little Jirachi that was stuck out there.
Yeah. Okay, our turn. Draw a card. Okay, so I'm going to play Viridian Forest to bump Path to the Peak.
Great. Okay. I need to play a PowPad to shuffle 2 supporters from my discard back into my deck.
I'm going to discard Mysterious Treasure. So Viridian Forest says, once during each player's turn, that player may discard a card from their hand. If they do, that player searches their deck for a basic energy card, reveals it, and puts it into their hand.
Okay. Should I...
Yeah, you definitely don't need Pokemon Communication.
Okay. Alright, so I'm going to...
Well, maybe that's overly strong, but you have 2 of them.
I have 2 of them, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to use that to get... It's 1 basic energy?
Basic energy card.
Okay. 1 basic energy.
The reason that's in here is so that you can search for psychic energy, because you can't search for psychic energy off of Giant Heart.
Right.
We're gonna deck out and just be stuck with nothing.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It's okay.
Alright. So
we have to play it first to figure out how we can work with it. Okay, I'm gonna play Pokegear 3.0.
Okay. I can't.
I failed it.
Unless I...
What are you trying to do?
I can't get to any other cards. This is what I have to work with unless I
you should just play Heatran and attach to it.
Okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can't get anything else out of my deck. Unless I Okay, day change. I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, I don't think you need to do that yet.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Alright, I attached from hand. Alright, so I'm using my GX attack. Miraculous Duo GX, 200 damage. Oh, I'm a moron. Dang it. I needed welder and I didn't get it.
Oh, no.
Okay, wait. Could you day change, please?
Okay. Yes. Whoops. Wrong. Okay. When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may discard your hand and draw 6 cards. You can't use more than one day change ability per turn. 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's rough.
Yeah.
No, none of that helps
Yeah.
us. And I got rid of my, didn't I?
Oof.
No.
Darn.
I'm done for.
Oh no.
Because if I just have one extra energy, I can heal all the damage from all of my Pokemon with Miraculous Duo GX. But I don't have. I used my manual attachment to put that psychic energy on there.
Oh man.
So there's nothing else I can
there's
do.
Nothing. Yeah, I can't.
You know, I whiffed. I mean, I whiffed and you whiffed.
Right. Ugh.
We double whiffed.
Yep.
Are there even any welder in here, or did I prize the other two? I prized the other two.
Oh no.
Yep.
Ugh. Woof.
Alright, well, that is an intro to the raid boss format. Katie and I are about to get stomped completely.
Completely, yeah.
So we're just going to go ahead and sign off. Hopefully you guys found this really interesting.
Yes.
Definitely take a peek at the alternative play handbook.
Yes.
There's a few other rules that we didn't get a chance to go over, but we did at least get to. I told you there was another one.
Yeah.
There's
only one more.
We did at least get to Lost Zone some of the raid deck.
Yes.
And we are gonna go home, go to bed, and lick our wounds.
Yes.
But thanks for joining us, and hopefully you enjoyed this intro to the raid battle format in the Pokemon TCG if you aren't familiar with it already. Alright, play, learn.